No,
Mouth
Mal
sticks
his tongue through the painting. Kiss me. Hey everybody, my name is Jordan, and this is my brother Eric.
That is correct.
And today I'm going to be explaining what happened in the Goonies.
Ah. So what happened?
It's like 1985, okay? We open up with it's jail, and there's a guy in the jail. The cop thinks that he hung himself, but he really didn't. And he hits the cop over the head, and he runs out of the jailhouse to his car where his mother and his brother are picking him up because they're bad guys. So we go to this house, and the two kids are home. One of them is an older one, he's a teenager, and his name is...
Josh Brand.
Okay, so Brand is there, and he has a little brother named Mikey. Their parents have to like sell their house because they are really behind on their payments or something like that, and they can't pay them because they're behind. This is so redundant. And the older brother's like working out, he's like on his little exercise machine, he's like, "Arr!" And then all of his friends start coming over, and you have the smart-ass mouth Chunk, he's the fat kid. He comes over with like exciting news, and they're like, you can't come in until you do the
Truffle shuffle.
And they make him do it to get in. He's telling them about how he saw like the car chase, the bad guys were. And then the last kid that comes over is the Asian neighbor, and his name is Data. I'm gonna call him Data. He comes over in this little hang glidey thing, and they're like, grab the screen door, and he just breaks it. Mom brings over like a Spanish maid to clean up the house before it gets demolished.
Yes, she wants the house to be spick and span for the demolishers.
I don't know. It sounds like something Mom would do. The mom gets Mouth to translate for the Spanish lady. She's saying stuff like, the clothes are in this drawer, this is in this drawer, and he's basically like, yo, the drugs are in here, separate them always. And also says something about like, if you do something, they'll kill you.
If you screw up, yeah, they're gonna lock you in the closet for 2 weeks with no food or water.
It's bad. They all go up in the attic. The whole time, Mikey's like, guys, go downstairs, my dad doesn't want you up here. And then he sees a picture and he's like, whoa, better stay up here. It's a picture of treasure map.
Not the actual treasure map, but a picture of one.
It's a treasure map in a picture frame.
They find a news article with Oswald Cobblepot.
Yes. And they figure out that he tried to find this treasure that was hidden on the treasure map, and it was One-Eyed Willie's treasure. He went down to go find it, and he never came back out, so that was like a big mystery. Chunk breaks the picture frame open, and they get the treasure map, and they get this little thingy to look through.
It's like a little metal doubloon.
The orange. They're like, we gotta go find this treasure. If we find this treasure, we can keep the house. And the older brother's like, no, you have asthma, you can't go outdoors ever. So when Brand is sitting in his chair, they're like, yo, how far can you pull that or something? And he's like, this. And then they grab it. They trap him and he falls over in the chair so he can't move. He's all tucked in. And then they run outside and they grab their bikes. Brand goes outside and he goes to get on his bike so he can chase Mikey down. But his bike is broken. He steals the little neighbor girl's bike and she's like, I want my bike! And he's like, no! Driving the tricycle down the street, he comes along this car with some kids from school, and it's Troy Bolton and these two girls. One of them is named Andy and the other one has glasses. And Troy Bolton's like nasty, he's an evil boy. Grabs onto his arm and he lets him go and he sends him flying off a cliff. They find a restaurant, but it's not really a restaurant, it's like an old time, I don't know, it's like a cabin. Chunk sees the car from earlier in the car chase and he sees bullet holes. And he runs inside to go stop the guys, but they're already in there and the Fratellis find them. And they let Mikey go pee. Mikey goes downstairs when he's going to the pee.
He's going to the pee. He has to find it.
The
golden treasure.
Let me say it again. Mikey go down. I can't speak anymore!
Mikey go down. He find the pee. Yes.
So while he's going to the bathroom, he comes across the, is he their brother, the Fratelli's other brother? He comes across the other brother that the Fratellis have, like, locked and trapped in the basement. His name is Sloth, and he's special. I just gotta tell you, I wasn't really paying attention, but I just heard it.
I believe that.
And he sounds exactly like the bears from Skyrim. At this point, Brand finally catches up with them. And the two girls that were in the car earlier, Andy and Glasses, they come up and they're like, we were following you because plot.
Mikey takes them down into the basement to see the monster.
Oh yeah, because he was like, they have the Skyrim bear in the basement. And at this point, the Fratellis come back and they're like, crap, we gotta get out of here. So So all the kids except for Chunk escape into the hole in the fireplace.
Yeah.
And so they are going down, and they're like, we can't go back the way we came, we gotta keep going forward to get out of here. They come across some pipes, and they're like, we're right underneath the bathroom, and they shake them all. And I don't know why.
And they smash some old guy in the face with a drinking fountain.
Do they? Oh, they do, don't they? They're so awful.
Well, they didn't do it on purpose.
They totally did. Mouth knew what he was doing. They come across a well.
And they think that that's where the treasure is. They say,
Yeah.
oh my god, look at all the money.
Yeah, but it's just a bunch of quarters that people threw down there because it's like a wishing well. They're all like, we can't take this money, they're people's dreams. And Mouth is like, well, you know what, this one's mine. And I'm taking it and I'm taking them all because that makes sense.
I was thinking myself, he doesn't know which specific wishes were his. And what if he finds the wrong one and it's actually a wish that did come true and he takes it and somebody else like loses their puppy or something
Yeah,
or their
just
mom
go-
dies again.
That hurt. But anyway, Troy Bolton is up at the top of the well and Andy, the girl, she's like, Troy, throw down the bucket. Andy, what the hell are you doing down there? Doesn't matter, throw down the bucket, Troy. And then Mikey's like, guys, we're the Goonies. We made it farther than Cobblepot. We can keep going. We can find this treasure.
But Andy's not a Goonie.
And then he's like,
Up there, it's their time. Their time. But this is our time. Our time.
that beautiful speech convinces Andy and
To
Glasses.
become a Goonie. So she wasn't a Goonie and now she is.
So they're like,
Treasure gets fine.
Troy, never mind. They're running through the tunnels, and the Fratellis are following them now because Chunk let them know that all the kids ran down in the fireplace. They run across this log in the tunnel, and Dada's like, slick shoes. He presses the button, and all this oil comes out of his shoes and makes the log all slippery. So when the Fratellis go over it, they can't. They come across the room, and their entrance is blocked by like a big stone. There's a piano in there, and it's like all made of like bones and stuff. They find out like, oh, we gotta play the piano to get the door to open.
But how did they find which notes?
Andy played the piano barely. And they're like, Andy, you have to save us. So she's like, okay. She plays the wrong note and the floor starts crumbling. Fratellis are getting closer and Dad is like, hey, you guys. Andy plays all the right notes and they get through. Oh, I missed the scene where they all pee. They all take breaks at some point. I don't know when. And they're like, boys over here, girls over there. Andy, you know, she's been with Troy this whole time down in like the tunnels. She's been like looking at Brand like, he's kind of cute. When they're all peeing, she goes over to the little boy's room and she
Sounds so
kisses
wrong.
him. So she kisses Brand, but JK, it's not Brand, it's actually Mikey. And
She's
Glasses,
a valley girl.
Glasses knows. Glasses knows what
Knows
happened.
everything.
After they pee, they go down a water slide and they find the pirate ship. And they find One-Eyed Willie on it. So there's all this treasure around them and Mikey's like, we can take all of this, but leave this little bit for Willie.
Yeah.
So they're taking stuff and they're putting all these jewels on and stuff in their pockets. And this is when the Fratellis catch up with them. They capture them and they make them walk the plank. Guess who caught up with everyone? Your favorite duo, Chunk and Sloth.
That you didn't even know was coming.
Because I forgot to mention that. He goes down and he saves the kids. They get out of there somehow. They like run
The
through.
racks start falling down, and then there's a hole in the wall, and then Sloth comes.
Oh, and Sloth holds up the boulder. And they're like, okay, thank you. And they leave him. Do they leave him down there?
Yes.
And they get down to the beach and their whole families are there. Like all their families are just like, where have you kids been? And they're like, we've been in the tunnels. And the family's like, come here kids, we gotta sign this so our house can be demolished. The Spanish speaking maid has followed the family there. She's not doing her job. She needs to be locked in the closet.
She's looking through Mikey's backpack where he left his marble pouch.
She finds a bunch of jewels that he put in there and he didn't know they were there. So she says,
Bienvenidos a la Derbelios.
Mouth is like, wait, that means no sign. And then they're all like, don't sign, don't sign. And so now they don't have to move and everything's happy. And they're all like celebrating on the beach. And then the Black Pearl comes out and it's sailing across the seas. And then we cut to Pirates of the Caribbean. That was the Goonies. I got it word for word. I did everything right. Don't need to watch the film.
Watch the film.
Don't.
Yes, watch the film.
Stay right here and subscribe.